Thank you, Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of the Hungarian American Memorial Committee, distinguished representatives of the city, especially the Park Division, John and Margaret, friends, colleagues. What a beautiful day. We had a spectrum between pessimism and optimism, for both about the weather and about the actual readiness of the memorial behind me. And the most pessimistic scenario was that we would have a groundbreaking here. And this is much more than groundbreaking here, as you can see, and you will have a chance to see it from close as well. And about the weather, if you just think about what we had here on Friday, this is a beautiful day, and just disregard the wind, it just doesn't matter how much better it is than rain. I guess every monument is like a bridge in time. If you can step or jump to the other side easily, you don't need a bridge. But if the gap gets too wide to simply cross it, then comes the time for bridge building. If a certain period of time passes by after an exceptional historic event, the need and drive for a memorial gets stronger. Before I turn to the new monument, let me draw your attention to the old one here, the Kossuth statue. It was erected in 1928, 80 years after the 1848 Revolution and Freedom Fight. János Horvai, who was a renowned Kossuth sculptor of the period, according to the legends, once had a chance to meet in person the great Hungarian patriot in exile and listen to his speech. It could have happened. Horvai was 21 years old when Kossuth died. He had a direct impression, he witnessed extraordinary times and people, and he also had the opportunity and the talent to transform these inspiring memories into magnificent bronze objects. 88 years later, here we are again, as we've been doing every year, since Hungarians in New York and in the area are attracted to this spot as to a giant magnet. This magic, the magic of Horvai and the magic of building bridges in time works. Ladies and gentlemen, there must be a right time for erecting a monument in order to mobilize this magic power. Today we are here exactly 60 years after the outbreak of the 1956 Hungarian Revolution and Freedom Fight. It's a round anniversary again, just as it was 88 years ago. 60 years is a long time, but in historic metrics it's not the deep past. It's easy to jump over this little creek. If I want to talk to actual witnesses, freedom fighters, I can go to these great people who fought against the communists and the Soviets in 1956. I can ask questions, I can listen to their stories. Here they are. They are right here. It's a privilege of my much luckier generation, us who got the Hungarian freedom and independence as a gift. But time is cruel, and the gap between every memorial and every memory and the present never stops growing. This is a moment when building something out of durable materials, bronze or stone in our case, can somehow capture these direct impressions, somehow leave a very strong and permanent message to ourselves and to our children. This is a time for capturing the moment of heroism, of self-sacrifice, and of euphoric bravery. We, late generations, have a hard time dealing with these concepts. We understand how terrific it could have been to experience these extraordinary historic times and to exercise these virtues. But we also understand that exactly this was the goal of our heroes, to fight for a country in which their children and grandchildren wouldn't need neither heroism nor self-sacrifice to achieve freedom, to pursue happiness. All these considerations condensed in a single date, October 23rd, 1956, and in a single place, Budapest, Hungary. This moment and place is captured brilliantly in our new monument representing the constellation of the stars over Budapest on this exceptional day. As it gets completed soon, I believe, it will be a true bridge in time, having the mark of actual freedom fighters' hands on it. It has already got the magical power, even in this uncompleted phase. Let me conclude by expressing my gratitude and appreciation to the members of the Hungarian American Memorial Committee, Many of you actual 56er freedom fighters really know how to fight for your goals. I wouldn't say that getting here was as difficult as to fight back 2,000 Soviet tanks, but we really needed your legendary endurance to deal with all the obstacles during your 10 years journey. So let me thank you, all the supporters, the architect, Tamás Nagy, and the decision makers of the city who made this wonderful celebration possible. Thank you for your attention, köszönöm szépen a figyelmüket, Isten áldja önöket!